Chapter 7. It is time at last for all the youngsters to come aboard the Hogwarts locomotive, for indeed, stylized action-adventure beckons from across the steamy moors. At the train station, Ma and Pa Kettle have vanished into the woodwork with their cubs, and the bear cub, Ronnie Baby, wastes no time. Lugging the quasi-mobile vegetable that was once Harry in his wake, he charges at the sometime barrier between stark reality and a universe of expensive animatronics. But curse a lounge! It would seem that the boys are trapped in the one-dimensional horror show of real fucking life. You fudging fucks, snarls the doughy bellhop. Knock it off with the pills and the powders. You'll never be able to fly. Rondo's worst fears are confirmed, and spicy tears stand in his eyes as he is bowled over by the train. Harry Potter is no longer magic. Okay, you know what? The train is for pussies anyhow. Ron begins to cry for the first time in his life. We'll take the goddamn flying car to school instead. Let all the muggles see us. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking cheesed off with all this goddamn bullshit. Fuck all. And fuck you, Harry. No, 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 no. Ronnie cracks open a brew, and Harry drools emptily. Now listen up, dear reader. I'm not going to sit here like a dickhead on my self-appointed soapbox and say, don't do drugs, they're bad for you, because that's not what I'm all about, and I'm not seeking to harsh anybody's mellow here, because, hey, Papa don't preach and all of that. But, I mean, come on. LSD, DMT, PCP, WTF. Harry's brain isn't even anything anymore, and our hero has regressed from the wizard world's golden calf to the room's elephant. The boys barrel along the tracks in a rock and roll steam engine of their own when the chaotic wail of the schoolmobile is heard from behind, and Ronnie shits his pants noisily. He jerks the wheel, and the cruiser pinwheels tumultuously off the tracks just in time. Willikers! And then Harry spills out of the aeronautical DeLorean and clings by a fingernail above a roiling dungeon of enthusiastic demise. The train, that menace of industrial doom, is itching to claim him, and Father Time dozes. Ronnie reaches out and latches onto Harry's clammy mitt just before it's all over, and pours every iota of his person into Harry, whose wooden eyes magically become real ones once again. Two universes melt into a single smoothie of voodoo what the fuck, and Harry can feel every truism of every pocket of the cosmos flooding through his blood like electric heaven. Crash into me, Harry, whispers the bear, and I come into you. Harry ends, but God is just too fucking afraid to let him die, Chapter 8. And so Harry begins again. He fucking reboots, as good as new. Kaloo Kalay. I remember everything. Harry almost dies in a brain hemorrhage of elastic confetti, but his body rejects it, and inside of that sexy heartbeat, Ronnie understands what music tastes like. The collective unconscious of the two men fuses, and their bodies almost combust in brimstone, but instead, everything that isn't utterly beautiful ceases to be. Yes, no, alive, dead, nothing, everything. This is the stuff of preposterous Beowulf dirges. But those dirges haven't even been written yet, because the hourglass of eternity has just been flipped right side up. Harry screams and screams and screams and screams, and the world becomes his screams, and his screams become the world. And then fire and lasers and shooting stars fall out of Harry's new face like irreverent poetry, as back on Earth the choo-choo train explodes in an epiphany of roided out fireballs and laughing supernovas. All the souls in purgatory make a mad dash for the momentarily unattended gates of heaven, because St. Peter and his angel posse are leaning out of their cloud fort to witness the psychedelic opera unfurling below, frantically reassessing everything they've ever known to be real, as Satan passes the syringe to Hitler. Fortunately, the train burninated during a lapse in the fabric of real time, so all of the kiddies that were inside of it are probably okay. Oh yeah, and something with a tree happened. Don't drink and drive, even though in the sky it's safe. The boys wonder if they should maybe just say fuck school and just become mages of the wilderness, for surely their sorcery has transcended the educational system. When they are rudely ejected from the Blue Oyster Wagon and onto the Hogwarts grounds, their luggage is belched from the trunk, and then, oh look, a Turkish massage owl, and oh look, it's a rat. Clearly the car is too afraid of the awesome power of these warlocks to accommodate them any longer. Does a couple of donuts around Hagar's humble shanty, which is nice, before disappearing into the forest to find itself. Welp, says Ron, lighting up a cigar, I guess back to fucking school. Shit.